What's up and shalomi my homies. I'm back here with another how to use WatchDawg for scouting in 2026, the game rebuilt. So I'm here to teach you how to use the Excel portion of the WatchDawg scouting app made by Team 1712. There's two other videos. One will show you how to do the match scouting and one will show you how to do the pit scouting. The Excel is where we store and analyze all the data, and I'll walk through how to do it. So first, when you open up, you're going to want to go to the setup page right over here. With the setup page, you'll put in all the teams at the competitions, and then you want to also do your match schedule when you have your match schedule done, as this will make match planning much easier and much more efficient. So once you get your match schedule done and teams done, or once you get your teams done, you want to click Generate Team Sheets. You'll click Generate Team Sheets. It should say the number of teams is however many you put, in this case 6. And then you'll want to click OK. You'll know it works if it is the number of sheets, or number of teams as the number of, or sheets as the number of teams that you put in. Generally, it takes a bit to load, and this is more or less pretty normal. But once you're done, the 6 sheets have been made. If individual is already hidden, they will be made hidden, and you don't need to go hide them. I would recommend having individual hidden because you don't need to go and hide all of them. However, if it's unhidden, you can just go and re-hide all of them. They're not actually important to view for this. After you've gotten all your setup done, you can go to the pit scouting input. This is where you'll input all your pit scouting data. So your pit scouts will go and get every team, and then you'll scan the QR code which is generated. If you want to know how all of that works and how to do it, you can go watch the video for how to do pit scouting. But you'll scan it and it will come up with a QR code. You'll click expand data. Once you've gotten all the teams you're pit scouting, you can just go and hide the pit scouting input sheet. And then here's like one of the most important sheets. This is the raw input sheet. You want to stay in like this top corner. After a match is finished, where you have your 6 people who all are scouting one robot, you'll go and scan each of their QR codes. For this, we're just going to only have 1 here, but if this is an actual competition, you would scan 6 after every match. So we'll scan this, and it spits out this QR code of data with each thing separated by a comma, and then you want to hover over that, like select it, and click expand data. And then this will bring it out so that every piece of data is in its own its own row. You can also do this with multiple pieces of data, where if you were to scan it twice, you can hover over both of them and expand both their data. However, we do not want this data for this calculation, so we're just going to go get rid of it quickly. So once you do all of that, once you've gotten all the data, then you can go and start looking at where the data is being stored and where to see it. The first and easiest place to see it is going to be in sort stats. Sort stats is the main place you look at, and it's going to give you, and it's going to sort all the teams by whatever stat you want to use here. So up here, you can choose a stat. So we have median fuel and teleop. You have average points per auto, max points per auto, how often they climb into different locations. So you have all these good stats that you can sort by. You can also choose the order, ascending or descending. And I'll sort all the teams here. Generally, green is going to be like good and red's bad, so you can also visually see. If you don't want it sorted for some reason, there's summary statistics for that, and it just gives every team in the order they are on the setup page. I would generally recommend staying to sort stats though. The next place to see stuff is going to Team Finder, and you can look up specific teams. Here, there's a little scroll and you can choose among the teams. And then you can see all of their stats. You can see each of their matches individually here. You can see all of the pit scouting data that you've collected, and you can also get any extra notes that your scouts might enter. These are the main 2 places to see data, and generally the most helpful. The third place to do it is in match planning, where you can pull up here and put like If we had put in a match 2, I could click match 2. We only have match 1 right now, so I've put match 1, and you can see all the breakdown of all the robots in match 1. So we have 17, 12, 20, 27, 22, 75, 87, and then 321, 44, and 9094 all here. And if we filled in the data with more of these, you would see each of these teams, and you'd be able to more directly compare them. If, in case you are wondering, for this year we are not tracking points per game total, because we view points per game is going to be relatively inaccurate. So instead, we're counting fuel shot during teleop as like the main point tracker, and we're using fuel shot during teleop and at points per auto as our main trackers of this, because we view that that is going to be too hard to accurately track points per game, and having a rough estimate of fuel shot is going to be a bit better for analyzing and seeing teams, assuming you are pairing it with some form of other notation on how well the teams are shooting. One way to do this is in the raw notes section, or the extra notes section, where you can see all of these notes, which is one way to do it. Our team does use paper scouting to see all of that type of data, as well as these extra notes. But we do recommend some way of notating some form of accuracy as our system does not have that sense of accuracy in here. However, also, if you do want to change it, can download the files and change stuff. You can go in the Excel and change stuff. And if you have any questions about that, feel free to email our team. I will be more than happy to reply on how to help you if you want to edit anything. But that's all for how to use the 2026 version of the Excel for WatchDawg. Thank you for watching. Hope this video helped you out a lot, and make sure to smash that like button and subscribe so you don't miss any new banger videos.